I have been fortunate enough to get a hold of the Kylo Ren hilt by Propshop. So I decided that I wanted to do an unboxing video and, you know, do it right. I don't want to just open it and kind of show you and you know, I want to get close-up pictures and look at some of the details. And again, the video is geared more towards people that are looking to get into the prop replica world or are in the, you know, have been long-time collectors and invested a lot of time and money into their collections. Just so we can kind of see what is going on with Propshop. So this is going to be the first of many videos coming up where we will look at some of these Star Wars replicas up close and personal, and you know, I'll give you some of my feedback, and obviously I'd love to hear your feedback. And I think we should get started. Let's open this bad boy up. This is the Propshop Kylo Ren Lightsaber hilt. I was fortunate enough to see this replica at Comic-Con, and you know, I was able to talk to one of the people in charge of manufacturing these replicas, and I mean the detail that they went into putting to make sure that there was a nice balance between the actual screen used replica, or I'm sorry, prop, which the screen used prop was actually like 3D printed. So, you know, they didn't want to offer just a 3D printed replica because, you know, as some of you may know, just the 3D printing, they're not made to last, right? And most props for movies are not designed to, you know, sit on shelves for decades and decades. So let's look at it. So let's kind of open this up really quick. All right, so here it is, Propshop Studio Edition, and here's the box. Let me get the shipper out of the way. And really quick, comes with my receipt, which I'm sure my wife would be thrilled to see. It says, warning, not a toy, decorative item only. Keep product and packaging out of reach of children. Yeah, that's after seeing a couple of unboxing videos from some of these other Propshop reveals. Got really nervous seeing those kids around some of these. So, because I am a crazy collector, I'm gonna actually open this very carefully. Because I like everything. Oh, I guess you can't. So one thing right there, it's one of those stamps where if you take it off, it looks like it's one of those stickers where kind of says like void if you rip this thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slice it up a little bit so it matches. Wow. Alright. Now right off the bat, I mean just the presentation of it is amazing. I mean the wood, it's like plywood obviously, but I mean it's the coolest case I've ever gotten. So let me show you guys the inside of this. So it's a huge box. I mean, this is probably what, maybe I should have grabbed a little tape measure, but probably say well over about about 2 feet, maybe, approximately. Yeah, I'm really bad at measurements like that. So, but it's pretty big, as you can see. I did definitely not expect that box to be that big. So let's kind of open it up and see what we got. So it has these cool little puzzle pieces as opposed to just the old solid blocks. Let's see how this opens up. Alright. So, and I'll get some close-up shots afterwards. So here's the inside. You see? Mm-hmm. Alright, so the first thing we're going to open up is this cool little box that it comes with. And let's try to get as close as possible with this thing. So it comes with this little box, and it's got your little Lucasfilm logo, little Star Wars logo. Let's see what it comes with. So right off the bat, we'll open that up in a little bit. So here's your certificate of authenticity. So it comes with your a little card, kind of similar to the ones that Master Replicas used to include, where it had a little thicker stock paper included in it. And it actually gives you your microchip registration. So that's the newest thing with these replicas, is that obviously a lot of us get stuff from other prop makers on the RPF and stuff like that. Like if a licensed company doesn't have an actual licensed product, a lot of fans go out there and just make it themselves. And it looks like Disney is trying to prevent, people are still going to do it. And honestly, some of the fan-made ones are probably better even than the real ones. But they're trying to prevent fraud and making sure that they get their money, apparently. So that's about it on this little guy. And then here's the famous little medallion that it comes with. So this guy, this thing's solid. Definitely, if you guys that own the Medal of Yavin, I would say it probably weighs about that, maybe a little bit more. You can see it has some writing on there. Yeah, Star Wars. It's a very distinct smell to it. Definitely not like Master Replicas or EFX. So, and then obviously the serial number right there matches the serial number in the little thing. So as a true collector, I hate fingerprints. But so there's that, and it comes with it's like a little cleaning cloth, a little Star Wars cleaning cloth. That's kind of cool, I guess. Thanks, Disney. All right, so now let's get down to it. Actually, now I'm gonna make you guys wait a little bit longer. So here's the base. All right, so here is the base, and again, these definitely not the bases we're used to, right? With again, even going back to icons, they always would come with the little acrylic, either a wooden base or some type of acrylic base. This one is definitely, I'm going to assume it's metal. Feels like metal. The texture is kind of, I did not expect that texture to feel like that. It's definitely a little, kind of like like when you feel a wall, like the little popcorn texture on the wall. Well, that's the texture that's on there. Looks like they did a good job. They put a little plastic covering over the Star Wars logo so it doesn't get scratched up. Now this is interesting. The bottom part right here actually has like a foam pad, obviously, you know, to support the lightsaber. Now the one thing I could tell this is rough. I mean, just running my finger across it feels rough. If I were to put, you know, any of my other lightsabers on there, I guarantee there's gonna be a scratch on there. So before I put this one on this base, I might have to put something on here to protect it, just because I actually don't trust this part. But we'll see right now when we open up the lightsaber. All right, so here it is, guys. So looks awesome. So first thing I notice, and it could be just the lighting, it's actually a bluish color, and I definitely did not expect it to be. Wow, this is heavy. Yeah, it's definitely a dark bluish color, and I definitely did not expect it to be that color. For some reason, I could have sworn that this lightsaber was like a gray color. Now, as far as weight goes, definitely metallic. I mean, a lot of the parts, I had already heard that they were aluminum, and they definitely are aluminum. Now, here's an interesting thing. These little windows right here, they actually are not on the screen used one. And when I was talking to the guys at Propshop at Comic-Con, they explained to me that when they made the original prop, it actually, they fell off. So when they were doing the replica of it, they realized that the original design actually had these little glass windows on there. So they decided to actually keep it as original to the design and not necessarily the screen used one. So they actually added those little spots. So I don't know if you can kind of see that. Now the interior parts. Now definitely the wire. It's a real wire. I can't tell you the gauge. I'm not that great at measuring that. Has some. So the top has, you know, the burn marks on the hilt. Let's look inside. That feels like it could be resin, maybe. I can't really tell what it is, what material it is. But it looks like the internal parts are probably either 3D printed or resin or casted somehow. Now, again, I'm super I did not expect it to be blue, right? It's literally blue.
I thought you saw it at Comic-Con.
I didn't think it looked blue at Comic-Con. All right, so the internal part right there, the little, I don't even know what to call that, tell you the truth. That also looks like it might be like 3D printed and maybe like vacuum melletized, or I don't know what it's called, but it looks kind of cool. This looks a little too shiny and new to kind of, doesn't really match the rest of the replica, yeah.
Judgy.
I am very judgy. Other than that, I mean, it looks good. I'm actually, for some reason, I'm disappointed in that blue color. I did not expect it to look blue. The bottom part looks like it. I feel like they're cast. At first, I thought it was rubber, kind of like the Master Replica lightsabers, how they used to have the rubber grips, but it's actually, I think it's plastic.
This piece definitely looks like it's aluminum. Definitely, the center piece is definitely aluminum. I mean, you could just feel it. Now, as far as weight goes, I'd probably compare it to, and I'm just gonna set it down right here because I don't want to put it on that stand. I'd probably compare it to maybe, I would say it's a little bit heavier or about the same weight of the A New Hope Elite edition for the Master Replicas A New Hope Elite edition, where it had some weight to it. About a pound, yeah, I'd definitely say it's about a pound, and I mean the details are really good.
Putting it over there.
All right, guys. So, that's it. We'll go over some more replicas as they come, and we're gonna go over some older ones too. But here it is, the Kylo Ren lightsaber. Like I said, overall, it's a great lightsaber. I mean, again, the aluminum is great. It looks like the top part is either resin or some type of plastic, more than likely resin. And again, it's all mixed in there. There's a lot of different materials. Again, the weight is about the weight of the A New Hope Elite, so it has some weight to it. The stand, I'm not too thrilled about the stand. I'll probably end up getting something else for it. And other than that, I mean, the only thing I'm honestly a little disappointed on is the color. I'm curious to see what other lightsabers, because as you guys know, each one of these guys is painted pretty much by hand by these guys. So every single replica is going to be a little bit different. So I'm curious to see the rest of them, but definitely did not expect it to be blue. Who knew? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to comment and like us and share us and subscribe. All right, thanks, guys.